Just divorced? Take a solo cruise, okay? Relief, victory, failure, confusion, uncertainty as to what the future holds are all intertwined after months, years, maybe even decades in a failed relationship. Book a solo cruise and book it to a destination either you've always wanted to go to or even just drive to the nearest port. Park your car, hop on the ship to help you detach for a few days or even a few weeks if you can afford it. And as that ship floats away, you may sense the separation from all the turmoil, and it may help get the healing process started. It did for me, and it still does every time I go on a cruise. Every time I go on a cruise. Now, solo doesn't mean single. There are single cruises out there, and if that's what you're looking for, they are available. Solo just means you're traveling on your own, and there could be other solos that are traveling. They may have significant others, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, whatever. They may have significant others. So it doesn't always mean that you're single when you go solo. It's very, very freeing. Okay, it's very, very freeing. So what I'm going to go through on this video is booking and planning, a little bit about packing, and then a little bit and some tips about when you're on the ship. Pretty much what your if you go in with these types of tips and attitudes, it's really going to help your solo cruise, okay, or kind of help you get over. Maybe there's a little bit of anxiety about going on a solo cruise, and it was for me too. So before I get into that, let me just invite you to like and subscribe, and also comment if you've ever gone on a solo cruise. I'd love to hear what your experiences are. And there are so many actually Facebook groups that are solo cruise orientated, and totally invite you that if you're that are solo cruise orientated, and totally invite you that if you're on the deciding on whether or not you really think you can do it or not, join those Facebook groups. That's exactly what I did, and it's after about a year of looking at all the comments and everything, I didn't have any apprehension about going on my last solo cruise whatsoever at all. It really did help, and all the tips really did help. So let's get to it. So first thing, booking and planning. There's not going to be any more fighting over what to do or where to go, because you are going to be deciding that. So it's just so freeing. No more arriving late at the airport because you want to be the last person to walk on the plane. That's what I dealt with. So there's not going to be any of that. So one thing you want to do is you always want to make sure that you arrive to the cruise port a day early. And that's just in case if your flight gets canceled or there's a delay, it's going to give you time to make other arrangements, so definitely get to your cruise port a day early. All right. And I know you've heard that like lots of times. I mean, especially in this atmosphere right now with all the flight cancellations that was happening, especially this past summer, it was just across the board. Everybody was getting to their destination a day ahead of time. And enjoy that booking and planning the vacation on your own. Oh, you're really going to love it. You're really going to